Good evening, students. Vanagopal from Thought Flow. Today, let us start with one more new chapter, that is alcohols, phenols, and ethers. When it comes to CET, we can expect 2 to 3 questions from this chapter, and when it comes to our NEET examination, we can expect 1 to 2 questions. So, basically, from this chapter, alcohols, phenols, and ethers, majority of the questions will be based upon the named reactions, and along with named reactions, the another type of the question will be based upon the acidic nature in comparisons. Okay, so let us start with different MCQs. So first question: an organic compound A containing carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen has a pleasant odor. So here they have given an hint. It has been given as pleasant odor with boiling point of 78 degrees Celsius. 78 degrees Celsius is the boiling point. On boiling A with concentrated sulfuric acid. So when A is boiled with concentrated sulfuric acid, a colorless gas is produced. So here we are going to get a gas. The gas is colorless, and a colorless gas is produced which decolorizes bromine water. So it decolorizes bromine water, and alkaline KMNO4, the organic liquid is. So here, when it comes to the entire understanding of the question, if it decolorizes bromine water and KMNO4 means it should be an unsaturated compound. So when the compound is unsaturated means either it has to contain a double bond or it has to contain a triple bond. When the compound is unsaturated in its nature, it can decolorize bromine water as well as KMNO4 solution. So here, based upon this, they are telling that the compound is pleasant smelling. So when it comes to pleasant smell, according to the given options, it can be either an alcohol or it can be an ester. So here, from esters, the elimination of water molecule is impossible. Hence, the answer should be option C, which is nothing but ethyl alcohol. When we explain it completely, so when this ethyl alcohol is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, since concentrated sulfuric acid is a dehydrating agent, it has the ability to remove water molecule. So when water molecule is removed, we get an unsaturated compound, that is ethene, where this ethene can decolorize bromine water as well as KMNO4 solution. Hence the correct option for this question is C, which is nothing but ethyl alcohol. Next one, question number 2. The reaction in which phenol differs from alcohol is: it undergoes esterification with carboxylic acid, it reacts with ammonia, it forms yellow crystals of iodoform, it liberates hydrogen with sodium metal. So when we go with the differentiation of phenol, so this is the structural representation of phenol and alcohol. Phenol differs from alcohol. Let us take an alcohol called as ethyl alcohol, that is C2H5OH. The reaction in which phenol differs from alcohol is, so the difference between phenol and alcohol can be done by using a test called as iodoform test. So when it comes to iodoform test, the iodoform test is shown by ethyl alcohol. So you should know certain things. This iodoform test can be shown by ethyl alcohol, it can be shown by acetaldehyde, it can be shown by acetone and methyl ketones and alcohols, and it is also shown by alcohols which contain a group called as CH3CHOH group. So all these compounds can show iodoform test, but when it comes to phenol, phenol does not show iodoform test. Phenol does not show iodoform test. Hence, the correct answer for the question is it forms yellow crystals of iodoform, which is given by option C. Next one, question number 3. The reaction. So here they have given a reaction. We have to identify the name of the reaction. So the reaction is sodium ethoxide upon reaction with ethyl iodide gives rise to C2H5O, C2H5, that is nothing but diethyl ether. Along with diethyl ether, sodium iodide is formed. So it is nothing but what? Preparation of ether. So preparation of ether can be done by using sodium alkoxide along with alkyl halide, which is famously called as Williamson's ether synthesis. Hence, the correct answer is Williamson's ether synthesis, which is given by the option C. Next one, question number 4. The catalyst used in the preparation of an alkyl chloride by the action of dry HCl on an alcohol means they have given an alcohol. Alcohol is made to react with dry HCl in the preparation of alkyl chloride. Think that we are getting alkyl chlorides. So in haloalkanes and haloarenes, we have studied a reaction called as Gru's method, in which alkyl halides are obtained. In Gru's method, alkyl chloride is obtained when a dry HCl gas is made to react with anhydrous zinc chloride, where alkyl chlorides are the major products. Hence, the correct answer for this question is option C, which is nothing but anhydrous zinc chloride. So, anhydrous zinc chloride is the correct answer, which is given by option C. Next one, question number 5. By heating phenol with chloroform in alkali, it is converted into, okay, let us write a reaction. They are telling that we have to consider a phenol with chloroform in alkali. So, chloroform is given by CHCl3 in the presence of an alkali, that is NaOH. Here we are going to get, so NaOH reacts with this OH, which forms sodium alkoxide. So when this sodium alkoxide is treated with chloroform, that is CHCl3, so in this CHCl3, HCl gets eliminated, which can be written as sodium alkoxide along with CHCl2. So here this particular compound, upon subjecting to hydrolysis, 2 molecules of HCl gets eliminated. Here along with the formation of what? ONA, this Cl is replaced by OH, which is represented as CHOH twice. This CHOH twice upon heating loses water molecule to give what? ONA along with, see here, CHOH twice means H2O is eliminated, which is left out with CHO, right? So this further reaction with HCl, it loses NaCl to form what? OH along with CHO. This particular reaction is famously called as RTR. RTR means Reimer-Tiemann reaction, and the name of the product is called as salicyl aldehyde, which is given by the option B, which is called as salicyl aldehyde.